'Tis the season to be jolly. La 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 la. Hey, I don't have your microphone today.
Aww.
Oh, sorry, gang. We forgot to bring the microphone. Hi, everybody. Tristan and
Sabrina here for a Friday the 13th
Changing it
episode
up.
of the Sabrina Show. It's December 13th, and we've got something. Sorry, the camera's shaking. Our dog is scratching while he's sitting on the tripod.
He's very excited next to the tripod.
Come here, sweetheart.
Winston, come on, buddy. So we're going to dive down a really fun exercise with you today. This has to do with, are you going to be naughty or are you going to be nice? And we'll dig into that in just a moment.
I'll get the scratching dog.
Say hi. Where you dialing in from? How you be doing? Are you having a nice December? We've been full pedal to the metal over here, building some serious momentum, along with our holiday happy music. All right.
Come on, sweetheart.
This was sort of not last minute, but we did everything we could to go live yesterday because we know we've got some lifers here that they just want Sabrina every Thursday. And it just couldn't happen because we were doing a live encore, blah, 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 right?
Oh, it was way more than a blah, blah, blah. It was an encore masterclass.
Masterclass.
Because we're launching a new program for 2020 called Momentum,
Yeah,
which
baby.
actually was the catalyst for the little exercise and what we're going to share with you tonight.
Absolutely. You know, as we move into this new year with that 2020 vision, I think that's a cool play on the year 2020. What are we looking forward to? What are we getting excited about? I noticed that there was a little bit of unconscious energy coming up around how much did I really accomplish this year? There were things that I thought I'd be further ahead.
Yeah.
And there's this kind of unconscious self-judgment that can happen during the holiday season. There's the extra stress, there's the obligatory stuff that's coming, and we certainly don't want that energy taking us and launching us into 2020. So we want to course correct that with you today. You get to play along.
Yeah.
I saw Madeline popped in. Hi, Madeline.
Hey, Madeline. Boy, were your ears burning
You
today?
must have.
We were
Yeah.
chatting about you.
We were celebrating you actually
We were.
today.
We were.
Your trip to Egypt, all the beautiful things that we saw you do this year for building momentum. We were talking about different students and friends that we have and how they were building momentum from the business school that we had. And you
how
were
consistent you've been on social media and making offers and
doing your
teaching classes.
weekly. Yeah, when you were doing the tarot readings each week, we were watching you and so impressed. So good job, seriously. Okay, I'll be right back. It's a dog treating experience.
Now the other dog, Mr. Bentley, needs to go outside. Friday nights are a little crazy around here. So actually when we first started talking about this whole, new year, new you, I'm like, yeah, right. Like just because the calendar changes and that nothing happens on January 1st unless something happens prior to that, right? So if I want to experience some massive change in January 2020, if I want to have a tree of success, a tree of health, a tree of love, I better plant the seeds for that.
That's right.
Prior. And so that's what we kind of want to talk about now is the energy that you end the year in is the energy that is your momentum for the next year. When I used to do a lot of theater, musical theater and dance shows, everything on a stage, every director, every producer, every choreographer, they always said, the ending is as important as the beginning.
Absolutely.
More important because that's what people remember.
Right.
That's what they take home with them.
Yeah.
And I always think about that in life because a lot of times when we do something, we're so excited in the beginning and then we sort of lose the energy. We lose the focus. We start judging. We see what we haven't accomplished rather than what we have. We are remembering the mistakes rather than the victories. And really mistakes are just, things that I can make better. So, if life is a show, right? The show must go on until it's over. So how can we kind of apply that to 2019 and focus on the ending being as good as the beginning and planting the seeds that we want to grow in 2020 and acknowledging the positive? And that's a little naughty.
Well, we have been part of different masterminds in our business growth journey. And sometimes in the mastermind, this is kind of partly where the idea is coming from, you get an opportunity as we go around the room and introduce ourselves. Some masterminds will say, hold up for just a second. You know, people would really love to get to know you and your business and what you're up to. And like they may say to Tristan and Sabrina, look, you guys are rock stars at the online video and going live and all that. Why don't you brag for a minute about what you guys do and what you rock at? And why don't you just take 5-10 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
And so that's been, at first we felt like, oh, that's not good. Don't brag about yourself.
Right. That
Stay
seemed
humble.
like, yeah, that's a very naughty thing to
Very
be
naughty.
boastful. You should be humble,
Right.
downplay.
I think we've all been exposed to that. Like, don't talk about how good you are at something. And it's like, why? Don't you want to celebrate you and your wins and your growth and what you really are good at? Mm-hmm. And so then we started talking, merging these two together with this conversation about how the year's gone. And I said, well, Sabrina, this year's been really great. If you think about it, we're on massive momentum going into 2020. And she said, what have we accomplished this year?
I was like, I don't know.
And so we went to our calendar, and we encourage you to do this, whether it's your calendar in a different way. Go to your calendar or just go to your brain and go, what happened in January? What happened in February? What happened in bum, 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 bum? Mm-hmm. And so we did that, and we want to invite you to do this with us. Madeline's saying this makes so much sense. Positive momentum to start your new year. Hey, Nancy, great to see you here. I don't think our email went out, Sabrina, but we've got 2 sweet souls, 3 sweet souls. It's awesome. We are going to play the game right now, and we want you guys to play with us. Okay, right. So you want to kick it off? I'm going to.
Yeah. So what I did is I pulled up our Gmail calendar, and we use a Gmail calendar, and we load different things. Like the one calendar is for trips, and one is for campaigns, and one is for our personal stuff. And I tried to open them all up just to kind of get a big picture of what did we do with the last 365 days. And so in January, we did an energy expansion event. That's where we go live in one of our Facebook groups for 5 days and teach for an hour every single day. And then we put all of our courses on sale for half price. And it's a big event.
Have we
thousands
started?
Of people. Yeah, just what we did in January. And that was really the focus of kicking off the year. We made it's called a lead magnet, a gift to give everyone that joined the challenge. Do you remember what it was? I think it was the
Are you talking about the new video, the new activator?
In January.
I think we did Unifying Heaven and Earth. Oh. I'm pretty sure.
You know, just something small else. Like that.
We've done the flow down. We've done the universal spinning orbit. We've done a lot of different ones. But so we kicked that one in. Mm-hmm. What happened?
And then in February was crazy, like the shortest month. First, we went to Atlanta, and we taught people how to kind of do Facebook Live. Just a brief overview of some entrepreneurs, like what to do before, during, and after, the way that we're able to do it. And then we came back to Austin, and then we flew to Nashville and stayed at the Gaylord, and we went to an event called Funnel Hackers. And that's awesome. Where it's put on by ClickFunnels. Those are the web pages that we use. Madeline, those are the pages that you use. We actually made some templates. We made some template funnels, and Madeline's. Then we came back to Austin, and then we flew to San Diego and went to another event to learn more about business called Traffic and Conversion. We went with our friend Kim Walsh-Phillips, and that's where I won the meeting with Sir Richard Branson. That
was so crazy, so cool. We did a whole presentation, I think, for a lot of us on like how Sabrina gets into this giddy energy in the morning and just opens her mind up to what's possible and what magic is the universe going to bring. And that day it dropped, what was it, like a $10,000 ticket, a gift from something. I don't know if you entered into an event or something with our friend Roland, and you won the ticket to meet Sir Richard Branson. So all these crazy fun things like that were happening.
I think everyone else had paid $20,000.
Something crazy like
that. And
it
was just so fun. And then we stayed in San Diego because we're in the middle of the USA, and we said, hey, we're in San Diego, and we have time for some VIP days, VIP half days. And we met with four of our Qigong instructors and spent a half a day with them. And then we did another all 4 of them at the same time. So that was super fun. We had never done anything like that.
No. Did we forget the leap? Was there a leap this year? Mm-mm. No. Okay.
No. And then in March we launched the Trisbrina show. Now already going through my calendar, I was like, oh wow, I totally didn't remember doing any of that. We finally launched the Trisbrina show. We had done some practice ones last year in December,
Yep.
and about the Advent calendar. And now, this isn't like all about us just being naughty and bragging. It's about you reflecting on what you've been doing. So if you want to write it in the chat or just even on a piece of paper, just to reflect back, because the mind so easily, I know mine does, forgets all the wonderful things and focuses on what I didn't finish yet.
There's a lot of stuff that happened this year. And so we're just touching on a few things right now. But like Susan is saying, it's so important to review the good things. It puts you in a great frame of mind for great energy. As soon as we started doing this exercise and writing down the wonderful things that have been happening, we felt our energy opening up. And we felt this internal momentum building. And then we started to notice, like, yeah, we kind of rocked this year, didn't we? And there's really even more fun stuff that we'd love to share, just as the exercise itself, but also to inspire. And someone said recently something I enjoyed. They said, don't compare my middle to your beginning. And so for anyone who is, like, we're in the business lane right now, meaning this. So we use our map. I know this will be slightly backwards. But
well,
this is our
it's
life
either
map.
backwards or it's not. It can't be slightly backwards, right?
Oh, did I say slightly backwards?
Yeah, this will be slightly
it's completely backwards.
Every other letter will be backwards.
So in this wheel of your life, which might be like your family relationships, right? Your romantic, your friendships, just the different area, your business. You look through your life and ask yourself as you're playing this game, do I want to look at this globally and just count up all the wins that I have across the board? Or you could, like we are right now, just focus in on business per se. So then there were some other things that happened that I want to share just to keep the energy going, and that's what was happening today. So do you want to talk about, like, when we just, like, came up with Happy Healthy Back? Was that later in the year?
Actually, that was in June. Well, we did 2 Qigong certifications. I think we took a group through like in April and May. And then we had always wanted to, and I think maybe what the catalyst was, is we wanted to film sort of like why we do what we do. And we finally took the time, hired a videographer, went to San Diego, and we filmed the story of Tristan's back injury, the healing process, how we did that together. It's called The Hero's Healing Journey. And then we were like, we've never really made a program specifically about back healing.
We've always wanted to.
And we love doing live like this, and we also like doing pre-recorded. So it was like our first real hybrid. So we had people register, and they actually watched us film half of the course live, and then we filmed half of it pre-recorded. And we have hundreds and hundreds of people, and they're emailing us saying, wow, I started to get that little twinge, and I did the program. I'm feeling so much better. So you're right. That was a big victory. How many years did we not do that?
I filmed that initial program probably 10 years ago when we were just starting. And it didn't come out quite right. Again, we were pretty new to this, and so, it just wasn't what we wanted it to be. And then we just started doing other things, right? You guys have seen with the Qigong and meditation. But I always knew that we have a lot of skill around back healing, and we wanted to bring that out to y'all in the world.
Yeah.
And so being able to create the time to do that. Part of it for us is the schedule and just creating the time, because there's a lot of flow going on. And as you know, with running programs or having classes or running your job or your house, like, it's hard to create these new, sometimes, opportunities to put new things in. But that's where you really have to ask yourself, like, is this something I should be doing? Is this something I feel called to do? And you'll find a way to make it happen. Yeah. We found a way to make that happen, and it actually was totally in flow, and it happened really easily. Now, for example, I think I just saw Madeline was saying we enjoyed doing this with you guys, meaning
the whole journey.
Being on the journey this year with us. That's also a collective that happens when people are thriving and we're building momentum together.
Yeah.
So share some things that have been really awesome with you. Nancy says, I've been really intentionally at work, and I'm learning skills at business and transformation. So much to learn. I know there's so much more to create. Yes, but you did some amazing things this year, Nancy. Your trip and coming home, didn't you like completely deck out your home dojo? I feel like you
Yeah.
showed me some amazing pictures.
You did some great
Like
travel.
start like talking about and acknowledging all of us the awesome stuff we did.
Yeah.
There's
And
a
the
few more I
awesome
want to punch
things
out.
can be insights, right? A shift of mindset. That's a massive thing to acknowledge, and not just new things. But I know
That's true.
a lot of you here, you consistently showed up for qigong, tai chi, meditation classes weekly. We know because they were our
We saw
classes.
you there.
You were there. You were there live. You were there in the replays. And we held a couple of challenges, and that was really fun. In July, we did a 5-day energy challenge, and we were all there together sharing. And that really fueled the momentum. And then inside of our Qigong certification group, we did a photo challenge where people posted 5 days in a row themselves.
Right.
So we really took the time to create situations for tribe, to create situations for community. And that really made us happy. And that really turned us on. So we know that we want to do more of that type of thing. One thing that we really did that I never would have even acknowledged if we hadn't taken the time to be naughty like this and look at all the things that were brag-worthy is that we started creating, and this will become more public actually in 2020. And that's what I meant earlier when I said you have to plant the seeds so that they can grow. Is we really started thinking about what are some core desires that our tribe, that our people could use for help with, that we could give away as gifts to also grow our leads and grow our email list. And we've created some ebooks, some checklists, some more activators, and we have a lot of gifts that we're going to be offering. So, not waiting until 2020 to make them, but getting them ready now.
I see Nancy says, I completed a home renovation that I'd been needing to do for 20 years.
Oh, man, that's good.
And she had to face a lot of fears to accomplish it. It feels so good, doesn't it? Like to build this energy around what we accomplished this year. Nancy said yes for her 30-year anniversary trip. 30-day trip to Europe.
Oh, my God.
With my love. 30 days. Like that is like a lifetime win, right? So many people would love to be able to say, I took a month and went to Europe.
I was bragging about 9. We went last year.
What, 9 days? Yeah. I know, right? That's awesome. You guys, that's the game to play. Yeah. So tally up, and if you're watching the replay, just have fun with this, right? Go back through in your mind and notice how your energy starts to shift with every little win. And don't hold back on feeling the win. And really, like what you guys are writing, like punch that stuff out. Like, yeah. I freaking did a renovation that was needing to be done for 20 years. That was a big deal, right? And look at the new home that you live in now, and the new environment, and the upgraded energy that's happened from that.
I need to plant a seed, because I'm looking at a kitchen right here in front of me that needs.
We love this kitchen, but this kitchen could absolutely take another up-leveling.
Yep. So you know what we also did that isn't something that you can hold up and look at, because I like that you're saying about the travel, is that really Satori method and Trisbrina and our passions, we love working together. And so as we build everything, it isn't just an individual's calling, but how that comes together as a whole and how it blends, and that it blends in a way that 10x is the power of it rather than splits the energy.
When you get it aligned.
Right. So
it's always been aligned, though. It just took on another form this year.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say that it's not aligned, just that our focus had been on, because of your back injury, really helping individuals with their health and with their energy, our passion for meditation, on the individual helping themselves. And last year, more than ever, we feel called to, it really started in 2018, make that mission bigger, where we're not just helping, but we're helping other helpers. Right. And so really tapping into and having lots of conversations as to have these 2 umbrellas we stand under. Let's help the individual, and then let's help the helpers. Let's help the coaches, teachers, healers, consultants, love-based practitioners, course creators, to spread their love. And in that way, it just like 1000 X's it, right? And lots of conversations about how we can do that and still ride one horse. And the way that we do it is from the heart, because it's the same. And when we reflected on it, I was like, well, I danced for myself and I taught students, and then I ended up training students to be teachers. It's what I always did. And he was like, me too. So that's sort of always been our path. And so we really have gotten lit up this year helping other people who start a business, especially people who are like, you know what, I have this 9 to 5 and I'd like a side thing. I'd like a part-time thing. I want a passion job so that I can eventually quit my main one. Or I'm retired and it's my time. And I've always wanted to teach Qigong. I've always wanted to do XYZ. And that is really fun for both of us. And kind of how we've ended this year is putting together, looking at our 2019 and everything that we did that brought us so much joy and so much success financially, as well as just happiness. And tactically, what did we do? And that's sort of what we put into the Momentum program. That was our focus of December.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's been a great year.
It's been a great year. Because when you can think bite-sized pieces. What did you say? Don't compare our middle to your beginning. So it's the exact same actions, whatever level you're at, just how big of a bite you take.
Nancy says, alignment is everything. Love learning from you both. Thank you. We love being learned through. Karen says, dreams are essential. Thank you for your sweet message the other day, Karen. We're always loving and rooting for you and seeing the things that you're up to. I'm so grateful that we get to be so connected to all of you who are here. And of course, those of you watching the replay, it's so much of it is a tribe for us, and you fill us up. Mm-hmm. So I would say that's one of the biggest growths that happened for us this year, that maybe you can't say tangibly unless you could say, well, look at how much my email list has grown, or look how many followers I have now. I can see how much impact we've made from the connections that we have with you guys.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest win. Like, doing all the other things are for the one outcome. The one outcome is to transform lives. If we can help you transform, and if you are a holistic healer or practitioner and then that ripples, then we're just all uplifting the healing and the consciousness on the planet. Yeah. That's the big win. And so Sabrina was talking about how there was this merging of these energies in a new way, like that we've both been teachers and now we teach the teachers. We created what we call the connection method. And that was the thing that we saw that we have done differently since we've evolved as doing all this online stuff, is we've learned more how to connect, right? There was a phase in our lives and our journey of doing this stuff where we were following a lot of other people and the marketing gurus telling us to build these automation systems. Nothing wrong with some helpful automation. But almost hiding behind a brand and a logo, hiding behind slides, people telling you use teleprompters to share your message, all this stuff. And we were like, we got to just be us the way we know how to be us.
So much focus on doing it right and getting it perfect and following a system where that's what all your time is spent doing. And that was never our passion. And you know what? It doesn't connect. That's not what connects. It's the human quality. And I think that naturally from our, because we are such souls and unicorns, that we always connected face to face whenever we taught our classes, and then kind of maybe felt like I was in like a stiff suit trying to do the business online because I was trying to wear someone else's costume. And it really came back to what we share. If you haven't seen the Momentum Encore Masterclass, maybe we'll put a link somewhere. We really talk about how it's about being you, a you way of doing business, a you way of doing life that really encourages unicorn growth. And for me, that is why I am so happy, regardless of did I meet my financial goal and did I meet this and did I meet that, is because I'm way more comfortable being me, and I'm way more relaxed with myself than I was last year.
You've changed a lot.
Even with my physical body, um, I was I've always been so hard on myself, and I really just relaxed with it this year. And if the mind has a criticism, which it always will, right? Because that's the pattern. It's like, okay, you're still beautiful. I still love you. And that's really different than the bully voice that I had inside my head for so long. And also knowing that I'm absolutely not interested in working with anyone, and this is a big change. I'm only interested in teaching and working with people, looking at and having a conversation with people who want to serve love, who want to live in integrity, who are interested in soul growth, who want to focus on their purpose. I really have no time to give my life to the other. Really feel that first thing in the morning, right? Like Wayne Dyer says, I get up, my feet hit the floor, and I say, thank you, thank you, thank you, God. That's how I'm starting and ending my days, and trying to remember that all along the way. And that is infused in everything I do. And really nothing, I mean, we know this, nothing else matters. Nothing matters but that. I've been so obsessed with um, not fake positivity, but seeing the beauty of love in every moment, even when my mind judges it as, well, I am not sure that was supposed to happen. Yes, it was, because it did, and everything is a gift. Everything is exactly as it should be. And I've always felt that way, but boy, this year,
When Sabrina gets going, it's like she says to me, I have nothing to say.
Did I talk a long time?
Well, it's not about that. It's just I get sucked into what starts coming through because you get so passionate. And that's what happens with this, what we're calling connection method, is you start streaming your authentic voice. And that's what we want for all of us together. Let's lean into that more in the end of this year and the year coming. Let's get more real with ourselves. Can we just be that together and hold space for each other to be less holding back? Like, we have, drop the fears, drop the doubts about yourself. Like, that's why I wanted to do this kind of rock star thing today. That's why I was excited about it. I want you to brag on yourself more. I want to brag on Sabrina more. We are all doing such amazing things, and the world needs to know about you, whether you're a teacher or not. Like Sabrina said, there's sort of, like she said, two umbrellas. If you're part of this community, you're seeing the dance between those two, right? They are one. We're going to help you individually with energy and upliftment and spiritual connection. And we're going to help you shape that, if you want that, into a love-based business. So you're going to hear us talking a lot more about both of those, because we were like, that's who we are. We can't be this over here to these people and this over here to these people, right? And we've spent a lot of time going backwards and forwards about that. We're like, no, this is one message. Be love, serve love, right? That's it. So if we can all just do that together, please, let's just go for it this year coming. 2020 is going to be freaking amazing. Yeah, how about right now? I feel that it's happening right now in this moment. How about you? Awesome. Beth and Doug are here. Hi, you two.
So it's only December 13th at the time of this recording. So if we start energetically remembering all the good, all the love, all the wins, and the things that didn't feel like wins, what did we learn from it that turns it into a win? And start just fueling that and fueling that and fueling that. That's momentum, right? So that when 2020 comes, you're flying out of the cannon with positivity, rather than January 1st trying to like jumpstart something that wasn't going, right? Objects in motion tend to remain in motion.
That's right. Well, momentum is our offering now for folks who want to go further with us. And so, like good teachers that we all should be, we talk about share more love, right? Offer the love. And so we make offers for people to come closer to the fireplace and work closer with us. And we put our energies together. Oh, by the way, Rita,
Read
You
it.
knocked
Read
it
it.
out of the park.
Decorated our mantle.
So beautiful. Sabrina's mom, you're amazing. Keith, you too. We love you guys so much. Thank you. So this opportunity we're calling Momentum, we'd like to tell you about it just super quick. The connection method, without the word the, connectionmethod.com/momentum. That's where you can enroll to work with us for a full year, a full 12 months. Every month, we will teach you basically how we did what was on Sabrina's list there. All the different things we built momentum, right? And we implemented consistently. Right. We've got coaches too, and they help nudge us, encourage us, up level us. They give us knowledge, information. We have that for you. We can be that for you. We want to be that for you. So we put together the most amazing, irresistible, in my opinion, offer to train with us at this level. We're not going to pitch. Just go and look yourself, connectionmethod.com/momentum. See what's there for you. There are bonuses and gifts
and
that are coming.
These 12 trainings are, they're bite-sized. I like to call it doable, kind of tactical, right? Because theory, you need theory. You need to understand the big picture. But then if you actually want money in your account, then there has to be a tactical thing. Yes. So this is like how to build a page that brings in a profit, the 8 ways to share, all about the free gifts, how to get them, how to grow your email list, how to do a Facebook group, how to do a challenge, how to download that video and turn it into an evergreen, how to make a membership site on Facebook, how to make a sales page on Facebook, how to boost your visibility, and how to do an ad. But short trainings, we're hoping they'll all be under a couple of hours, but just filled with nuggets that you can implement. And then also once a month, we're going to have office hours with you directly with us. So I'm really excited to have this same conversation at this time next year because I can see that most of you in the chat are already signed up for the full 12 months.
Yes.
And what has happened so that when I want to sit back because your brags are going to be my brags because everything that you say, I'm going to be like, we helped with that.
Start writing them down.
We helped with that.
Make your brag list now. Let's do it.
You can. Actually, that's a really good idea.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea. What if you journal your brag list for the end of 2020?
Like put it with the gratitude game we did. I'm so grateful that happened.
Mm-hmm. We did a gratitude exercise in
It was like a future pacing.
Shows. Yeah, so you become grateful for what is to come. So you could
as if it's already happened.
You can make your naughty list a year in advance. What will you be experiencing right now when you implement everything in momentum, and how will you feel about yourself for taking the time to do that, to share your love?
Future pace it.
Yeah. If you didn't see the web class encore, there is an exercise in there called the alignment exercise.
The alignment test. Yeah.
And it has so helped me to get clear when making decisions on what I want to do with my time, what kind of business choices I want to make, what kind of offers I want to make, and actually just life decisions, because everything has to pass and be in balance with these 4 questions. So if you didn't see that,
go through that.
We'll put can we put the link to the masterclass somewhere around?
Somewhere. We're going to give you the link to get enrolled, and we'll give you the link to watch the masterclass, and they both point to the same place anyway. So You'll find your way. Okay, y'all. Thanks for coming to play tonight. Sabrina show's always a blast for us.
Friday the 13th, it was the perfect night to be naughty.
Yeah. Be naughty. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate your life. Celebrate 2019. Excited for 2020.
Brag.
La, la, la. All right.
Wait. We have to play our song. We've
got dancing music. Oh, I put it down here. Our Christmas music was playing in the background the whole time. I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, Sabrina's going to play it out. Oh, I got a good one here. Ellen, I found you at a very stressful point in my life. I decided I owed it to myself to join Satori. And though I haven't done as much as I'd like, yet the energy and love gave me the strength and the peace I needed to move on into what has become a wonderful, happy home. I'm so grateful to you both, and I'm looking forward to being here more.
Who's saying
Beautiful,
that?
Ellen. Ellen just shared that. Thank you, sweetheart. That's gorgeous. Nancy says, and since we're all connected, when you celebrate your wins, you're celebrating my wins. Ah, awesome. Love you guys so much. We'll see you next week. open sleigh.
Right. He doesn't know the words, doesn't know the words, doesn't know the words at all.
La 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 la.
They didn't celebrate Christmas in English.
We didn't. Yes, we did. Okay. Oh, what fun it is to ride on Sabrina's joyful sleigh. Bye bye.